Hi everybody. Everyone has been asking me a very important FAQ on PYQ, so I thought I should actually get face to face with you, and because this is a question that I know needs a lot of trust building, so I wanted to come face to face and talk to you. I hope you can hear me. There is a lot of sound around me. I'm traveling. I'm at the airport, so it's a little noisy, but I'm really hoping that you can hear me. Now, the question, the FAQ, is you're asking me, ma'am, why should we do PYQs multiple times if we already know the answer? Would we not have bias when we answer the questions because we would already know what the answer is? Or what is the use of doing PYQs multiple times, especially if we've done it topic wise, right? Um, I know your doubts. I know your concerns with this method. I had the same in 2023. My mentor, Rakesh Dalal sir, he used to insist that we must have a very solid grasp on PYQ. So he used to tell me 1 month before the prelims, he said, now you sit down and do your multiple rounds of simulations of PYQs. And I had the same question, right? Because he had also made us do topic wise PYQs from January. So we had a grasp on topic-wise PYQs from January onwards, and my question was the same: that so why are we repeating the same thing again? I'm going to have bias. I will know the answers. How is it going to be helpful? He actually assured me, and he proved to me why it is important. The first thing is that when you do multiple rounds of iterations, and this happened with me, I actually uncovered new insights with every round. That's the first thing. Okay. The second thing is I could actually see patterns better in what UPSC is trying to test after every single iteration. So that is why it was valuable. It also gave me a lot of confidence in my test taking strategy for the D day. That was another one. With regards to bias, now this is an important point. Rana raised this, I believe. Bias is important, and it is an important concern. So I had the same thing, and Sir and I agreed for one method for this. While I would solve, now what I'll also do is I'm taking a tangent here. I'm really hoping to sit down with you and get a chance to show you how I would solve the paper. I want to do it live with you. I'll do that. But what I would do during my simulations is that anytime I would know that I am answering a question out of memory of that question, that I just knew that, oh yeah, this was the answer, I would actually circle it. And then in my final score, I would reduce it from the total number of questions. So it didn't add to my number of questions. So ultimately, let's say that I could actually remember 10 questions from memory. My total number of questions in the paper would become 90 questions. That is what I would do. So I would actually penalize myself to neutralize the effect of being able to remember your answers. That is one. Secondly, I also want to tell you that actually you think that you'll remember all the answers. That wasn't the case. At least for me, I could not, even after repetitive iterations of the UPSC PYQs, I could not actually remember many of those answers. I had to work them out. Maybe that is what will happen with you. So just try it out. Give it a try. Trust me on that. It worked for me. I actually felt very, very confident. I felt much more confident doing UPSC PYQs multiple times than I did doing non-UPSC test papers, test series, because full your full length test series sometimes have very difficult questions, and they also have non-UPSC standard questions. And we want to safeguard ourselves and our mindset from that tension of the score. Whatever you do, if you're giving non-UPSC mocks, if you're planning to do that, then I would say don't worry about your score. In an earlier post, I have mentioned what you need to really analyze when you do a non-UPSC mock, so you could look at that. Secondly, if you've not done, if you think that you want to test your concepts in a particular subject or a subtopic, pick up a sectional test. You could do that. All right. So yeah, that is what I had to say regarding your very important FAQ. I am on the move. It's been quite hectic. I've not slept very well, but I am here for you, and all the best. We will catch up very soon. Keep studying and just stay happy. Okay. Best of luck. Bye.